Speaking of Texas Democrats, there is a rising Democrat star in Congress named Jasmine Crockett, and she is making a lot of waves out there. But New York Post laying out she may be a toxic boss. And some of the quotes, now these are quotes that are coming from former staffers, as the New York Post wrote, saying stuff like this. She is never in the office and is very disengaged. She does her BS that goes viral and then freaks out over the most random things. Another one, it's widely known that she's nice to staff and is just not nice to staff and not a really dedicated member focused on constituents. Another one, she is focused almost exclusively on being an influencer, not a member of Congress. But Crockett is fighting back, saying, no, that's not true. Listen to this.
As Beyonce says, if they're not talking about you, then obviously you must not be doing anything. You know what? This is just more slander, more nonsense, more lies. And honestly, I don't think that the New York Post would probably be the first ones to be able to figure out if I was a boss from hell. There's a song that I like to quote every once in a while. It says, "Your hate is my motivation." So keep hating. All it does is motivate me to continue to do what I do, which is to be loud and proud on behalf of the American people.
I don't know if she had meant for this, but that quote from Beyonce is exactly what the problem is. She's proving the story in the New York Post. The whole point, if you think that you're in Washington for people to talk about you, then you're doing it wrong. And I get it. It's difficult if you're a narcissist and you just want attention. You go to Washington and you're one of 435 members of the House. You're one of 535 members of all of Congress. It's pretty, I guess it's kind of isolating maybe. You feel like left out. It's difficult. But doing this just to get attention, just to get clicks, is not solving the problem.
Yeah, we know she's doing it just for hits and clicks because, first of all, she's quoting Beyonce. She's saying, "I'm just like Beyonce." Right. She gets me. And again, her constituents are the ones who ultimately are responsible for this. And by the way, she wasn't like this before. This was a very calculated image redo. If you go back and look at old footage of her, she was very different, much more reserved in the way she presented herself. And then she realized, I want attention. And she started doing things like this, these TikTok videos. And, if you're doing these TikTok videos, but you're still getting your constituent services done and you're answering the phones and the letters and you're making sure the veterans in your districts are taken care of, then okay, so be it. But apparently, the people who work for her say she's difficult, but also constituents are saying she's not getting the job done. Well, it's going to be up to them to take somebody like that out and put somebody else in. So we'll see what happens.
I think the best quote in the Post from former staffers was, "She's all diva and no wow."
Yeah.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.